Good evening,
Ooh.
apparitions and specters in the great beyond, and welcome to another terrifying chapter of Blood from a Stone. Mwahahaha. That was a really low energy laugh there. Hi, my name's Philip. I'm the Dreadmaster of this horror-themed game, and surrounding me are my wonderful players. Say hello, players.
Hello, players.
Hello, players.
Hello back. It's really nice to see all of you. And we may be having one more player as the evening progresses, but we will be getting started here now with those players. Wait, I didn't do it right. With those victims, I mean players. Side note, it's such an old, corny joke. I like it so much. Also, I'm already on a digression. A few years ago, my old roommate was like moving out to get his own place. And we were looking at all these apartments, and we went to this apartment in Studio City where this incredibly old man was showing us around, and he made multiple references to hiding bodies.
Ooh, that's
like,
no good.
Kept doing it. And I was like, I am beginning to get legitimately uncomfortable. And he and it was like unforced ones. At one point we were walking past like the communal pool in the middle of the apartment. I was like, yeah, we certainly had a few bodies in there too. It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, I hope that old man actually did kill someone at some point. I think that would be kind of cool. You know, I'm sorry for the victims' families and everything, but like, come on, it would be cool if I talked to a murderer.
I hope this guy becomes an NPC somehow.
Yeah,
he's
there's
like
a bunch
actually
of bodies.
totally benign.
I will
So
say
it's like
that,
rolling him up right now.
I will say that guy, he won't be an NPC here probably. He's an NPC in Paradise though, for sure. That's where he belongs. And we're going to go back there someday, I'm sure. Speaking of our game, however, which we sort of started doing thanks to talk of NPCs, I first wish to show my wonderful players that the Dread Club
We are
stands
so close. We are so
at
No.
12, 1 hour to the stroke. The sweet, sweet.
Do we know
stroke
what
of 13.
happens when it hits 13?
Well, they do.
Yeah. We've experienced.
Although it may
Wait,
function.
is it Dreadstorm or Horror Surge?
A Dreadstorm. A horror surge could happen as well, which would be really bad.
Well, that sounds lovely.
A horror. Well, given when a horror surge in this setting could much more reasonably just be a TPK if the
Wait,
the
so
rocks
yeah, I have a question then.
Please.
So if we roll a 13,
Mhm.
and for a horror surge, do we have to? Is it still on the D26? We still in the ring, or what are we doing for that?
You got one of these?
Yeah, somewhere around here. It's yeah.
Mine is in jail still.
So you
I'm
pull
not
that out,
releasing this
you
evil-
roll that, and we'll have multiple rolls. If this is what I brung you, Jeremy. Your
The D13.
So
Yeah.
have your D13 handy just in case.
Oh, wonderful. I have it right here.
Yes,
in
there
jail.
will be
Blood.
there will be blood. Well, maybe not blood. You guys could just die like from internal injuries.
That's
So
true.
there
I
is
was almost
blood,
drowned,
but they're
so-
in your organs. That's true. I do also, before we want to start, I want to say thank you to a few people who've been sending raids our way. I want to thank Tenshi Panda, Devil's Luck Gaming, and Pariah Docs for sending us some raids on our last stream. That was super kind of you. We also appreciate everyone who follows us and subscribes. We have a lot of followers. We are trying to get to 100 subscribers.
How close are we?
We are close, but I'll be honest, we went back a few.
What?
Because of probably Prime subscriptions, and you gotta renew your Prime subscription. So I'll mention, if you have a Prime subscription, you might remember to renew it, because those do expire, and it's really weird how you do it. You get a free one by linking your Amazon Prime account, but you gotta renew it every month. Also, if you're not using yours with us, use it with somebody, because somebody should get the free one that the Amazonians provide. But yeah, so if we get to 100 subs, as was requested by Salty Leia Solo, we are going to have a TikTok dance, and to a 13/8 time signature song. So everyone watch out for that.
Hell yeah.
Follow our TikTok, by the way.
Oh yeah, and also
It's Long Lost Lore.
Also follow our TikTok. It's at Long Lost Lore. Our Instagram is at Long Lost Lore RPG. Our Twitter is at Long Lost Lore. We have an About page here, and we have a Discord. This is usually stuff we say at the end, but whatever. We're just front loading it for a second. Now,
Oh my gosh, Kim. Thank you.
we're going to start. Oh, are people doing stuff? Wait, do I need to look
Happening.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, my gosh, thank you so much. That's
Hey.
so appreciated. Really, thank you. Oh, that's so kind. Oh, wait. Oh, Zane. Oh, thank you. Zane, I should probably mention this on I think last Sunday, I was crediting everyone who donated subs, and I think I mentioned you or who reduced subs, and I mentioned you, and then I told everyone to go to Zane Swords, the best sword Instagram. Like, if you want amazing pictures of swords and sword quality. And it was really funny because none of the players in that game knew what that joke was. It made me really happy. They were like, why
That's the
is
best part.
like,
Esoteric jokes.
Why is Philip talking about this like sword Instagram account? Zane's
I need
words.
to start.
You see?
I need to post some swords on there because I have none.
Oh my
We
god,
need to get
please,
some,
please
Lord
post,
of the Rings replica swords.
Oh my God,
I can
wait.
put them in my room.
post a sword that has words on it so people will still be confused about what the
All of
Instagram
the-
account is.
Can I
Okay.
just advocate
Done.
for getting Sting? Sting has Elvish writing on it. Arwen's sword has Elvish writing as well.
I'm more one. I mean, I don't think you guys have like a cricket machine, but I like the idea of like a Japanese katana that has like "Eat, Pray, Love" in like final script on
Oh,
the side of
no.
it. That's what I'm about.
I mean,
That's a
literally,
real compromise between a couple, and
Eat,
no one
pray,
wound up happy.
Philip, may I recommend a katana with like some meatball lyrics inscribed in it?
Oh god, some
do you
meatball.
mean meatloaf?
I would love some meatball.
I'm
lyrics.
hungry. I'm hungry. Okay, what
I
do you
get
want?
it.
It's edible too.
Actually, that's a really good point.
No, it's not.
No, not the meatloaf I've had.
Oh my god.
I was with you. I
wait.
thought meatloaf when you said meatball.
Oh no, meatloaf? Okay, hold on. I have one of the very best things I've ever eaten was a meatloaf sandwich. It was a meatloaf on a ciabatta roll. It was like just oh my god. I think about that sometimes when I need help getting there. So anyway, let's
What are we
all
here for?
focus on this game. I'm gonna ask you guys, I kind of do it different ways. Should I do the invocation now and then the recap, or should I do a recap, then invocation, then we're into the
Recap,
game?
then invocation is my.
When are we
Are we
rolling?
rolling for?
Do we roll?
Oh
We
my
roll?
god, first of all, yes, please, we have not rolled. So first let's go ahead and roll for improvements. So let's have a Conrad. I think sound like you're ready to go. So yes, any of those
So ready.
things that you checked the box on, what are we rolling first?
I'm rolling for fighting brawl.
Wonderful.
I have a 28,
Ooh, well, you might be able to improve that.
and I rolled 78.
Great. So you have improved it by 1d10.
1d10, and here we go. And that's a 2, so all right.
You're up to
Solid
30.
30.
Great.
And then I am rolling for spot hidden, and I have a 73, so I don't know.
A little harder to improve these, and I guess I'll say to the players or to viewers watching, if you haven't seen us do this, rather than leveling up your character in this D100 game, you have the option, or you have the ability to slightly increase your skills by trying to roll a D100. Usually you want to roll under your skill, but at this point, it's the only time you ever want to roll over your skill, because if you can roll over your skill, you actually get to slightly increase it. The higher your skill is, the more statistically likely it is you roll under. But then, as you raise it, it becomes harder to roll over it, never increase it. It's almost like they really thought of it. So almost like it really makes sense. Yeah, Conrad, what are we at?
And I got a 14 for spot hidden. And are we rolling for luck too?
Go ahead and do. If you used luck, you get to roll for luck.
I did use luck.
I should have put a checkbox on luck so people can remember that.
I rolled a 70, and it's at a 57. Is
Then
that
you get to increase your luck.
by by a D10?
1d10, yes. Rawlings, let's go ahead and Dan, why don't you roll?
So I have first of all I have listen.
Listen.
Now, it's currently a 51. That's a 56. Just made it, baby.
Nice.
Oh, a 9. Okay, we're at a solid 60 there.
Wow, very good.
Not a 600, a 60. Oops.
I have a
leave
600
it,
at
it's
listen.
fine.
Ah!
I can hear everything.
I say Rawlings, what are your elf ears here?
Rawlings,
Next
what's
up
your
is a
elf ears
cult,
here?
which is at a 90 right now.
Ooh,
That's a 6, so that will not do it.
sadly does not.
All right. Psychology is a 53.
Yeah, even odds.
No.
Sadly, no. All
And
right.
then luck.
And then go ahead and do your luck.
Luck's 35. I rolled a 28 now.
Oh, that's a shame. That was close. Mr. Dowell.
I forgot to check anything, so.
Understood. Just roll for luck then.
All right, cool. ready.
Alrighty.
It's the wrong die. 1 second. Technical difficulty.
Technical
This is
difficulties.
what happens when you have too many dice.
Polyheap, there's no such thing as too many dice. There's just
Well,
there's
for
just a
some
lack of
reason, I
organization.
can't find the D10, even though I own like 80 of them. Here we go. No.
Sorry. Well, Mr.
No.
Dowell.
Sorry.
Mr. Dowell's having a hard time of it. Sister Mercy, would you like to roll to improve? Did you check anything on her boxes?
I don't think I succeeded that well at anything, but what do I roll for luck again? Or no, I don't need to. Never mind. I didn't lose anything.
Fair enough. You didn't spend any luck for her. Fair enough. All right.
No.
So, in that case, my friends and neighbors, we're going to do a brief recap of where we are currently in the game. In a mansion called Bitter End, a group have come from the Order of the Opal Octopus seeking information to help them find a missing woman, Darla Quicklime. She came to this region seeking a flower that had not grown for a long time, a flower called the Dark Lords and Ladies. Upon arriving in this region, our crew was very quickly drawn away from their mission to this house that seems to be some sort of epicenter of dreadful goings-on. There are books, there are ghosts, there are things that have driven people insane. 2 members of the party have already succumbed, one seemingly dying of fright, an older judge named McGregor, and now a young woman named Sarah Quill, who had been with the party, became aggressively violent, tried to attack, first with a rifle, then with her hands, other members of the party. Fortunately, she was unsuccessful in these endeavors, but in both of her attempts, she, through wild flailing and thrashing about, received 2 grievous head injuries. She is now recuperating thanks to the ministrations of one Sister Mercy, a nun who was in the area and probably was here for similar business as the rest of the group, as she seems very knowledgeable about these books that have been found in a previously locked chamber upstairs. One of the footmen in the house is a footman the members of the party have seen other places. His name is Bradford Walker. He presented himself to the group when they asked very nicely, and did confirm that he is in fact a ghost, and that he is trying to assist them and open some doors for them. However, Walker had a different interaction with one of the footmen here at the house, a man named Mr. Dowell. And he basically threatened Dowell and suggested that Dowell consume some strychnine to take his own life rather than face what may be coming. This all has something to do with Dowell's nightmarish visions of a horse, a black horse, that he sometimes thinks is around this house as he tries to sleep. He knows a voice is speaking to him. He does not know what it says. There are actually several images of a black horse in this house. Not only that, Dowell, when trying to speak to another member of the group, Siobhan, was nearly drowned as she was holding this strange doll. A doll with red hair that seems to sometimes be visible to certain people and sometimes not. At present, the doll seems to be clasped in the arms of a sleeping Siobhan, who, after whatever spell led her to try to drown Mr. Dowell, has now left her upstairs in bed. Conrad did see the doll in her hands briefly before he and Cravengate left the room. Speaking of Cravengate, the lord of this manor, he seems oddly fixated on Siobhan ever since she started wearing a dress that she wasn't supposed to have, a dress that was locked up in the very area that our party later broke into and raided for dark books. Dowell asked for help with this ghost who seemed to threaten him. S.A. Rawlings and Sister Mercy, both intrigued by the possibilities of these dreadful texts they found, obliged and spent several hours studying a work of dread called the Tear-Stained Diamond. There is a spell within this book, something that has the ability to call a very powerful entity, one who might be able to dismiss a ghost. It seems that Sister Mercy and Mr. Rawlings are considering attempting this spell, which must be performed as a musical work. But by the time they had read enough of this and argued about whether or not Sister Mercy's humming of the tune under her breath was dangerous or not, the group decided to call it a night, and they all broke apart to go to sleep. There's a lot of other things going on. I realize recaps for these get kind of crazy. Haven't even talked about the great god Pan. But we will leave those subjects for if they come up. And for now, we will read tonight's invocation. But evil things in robes of sorrow assailed the monarch's high estate. Ah, let us mourn, for never morrow shall dawn upon him desolate. And round about his home the glory that blushed and bloomed is but a dim remembered story of the old time entombed. So, my dear friends, you all sleep. To sleep, perchance, too. I need all 4 of you present to please roll a D100.
Oh boy.
You did it! I did it! I did it!
Oh!
Yes! Let's go, baby! Yahtzee! Oh! Oh, I'm so happy!
Oh no.
I'm so happy!
All right.
Did you roll the number?
I rolled a 13. Oh,
And, you know,
13. So,
oh
my
God.
friends, this happens much less frequently here, but we have finally, the hour has struck 13, and before
Oh,
today's
no.
game has even begun. Many things to do now. First of all, kind of in order of this, so you rolled a 13. Did any of you roll lower than a 13?
no.
Okay.
No.
So what was our order then? We have a 13 from Rawlings.
I'm gonna cry.
That's so exciting.
You should.
Dowell, what do you have?
Dowell had a 75.
75. Lovely. Thank you, Mr. Dowell. Sister Mercy.
33.
33. Actually, roll again for me, Lauren.
I didn't like that.
And then Conrad.
Oh no.
I got a 60.
60. Thank you.
Bye, Sarah.
I'm showing my TikTok stream that I did in fact roll a 13.
3.
A 3. Interesting. Okay. 3 for Sarah Quill. Great.
Fun.
Okay. Step 2. This is a big one.
Got a hole in a box.
So step 1, got a hole in a die.
Wow.
Dan, if you would be so kind as to pull out your 13-sided die.
So you know what's really funny
What?
is that as I was reaching to grab my D100 to roll this roll, I knocked my D13 onto the ground. It was foreboding and auspicious, shall we say.
Interesting. Well,
No.
go ahead.
Re-roll it.
Let
Roll
us
this?
roll.
Okay.
Roll the D13.
Go ahead and roll the D13.
9.
Ugh.
9. Okay, so horror does not surge. Now, I think you should go ahead and roll it again.
Huh?
Talk about the D13 on the D100, right?
D13, yeah.
Yeah, 8.
8.
Oh my God.
I
Oh.
actually need you to re-roll. See, these shouldn't be because you just rolled Merkshire. You're already here. It cannot be an incursion from where you are.
That's another 9. Do you mean to re-roll until it's not 8 or 9?
No, a 9 is fine. You roll in
Then
2 different things.
Okay, 9.
The
yeah,
first
9.
thing you rolled was a horror surge. 9.
Oh no.
That's really fun. All right.
I believe
9.
you.
Think a little bit about what might come after Merkshire in the alphabet. So
I don't. There's literally half the alphabet left. I don't know.
might come directly if Merkshire is 8, what 9 might be. In any event, many options, but P's not that far off. So actually the first thing that's going to happen. Sarah Quill.
Oh
is in a laudanum haze right now. The others go to bed around this estate. I believe that Siobhan is in a room, Sarah is in the room adjacent. Polly is probably going to go back to where Siobhan was, as she'd been sleeping there earlier. Yes, Dowell?
I would like to not sleep alone tonight.
Okay.
I'd like to share a room with one of them, either
One of
Mr.
these guys,
Rollins
or you could
Mr.
also.
Bourgeois.
I mean, you could also share a room with Hoggins, but Bourgeois says you could share a room with him. Okay, cool.
Huh.
Very
Calm
well.
down.
So Dowell will share a room with Bourgeois, so we will get to that. Perfect. Okay.
Sometimes out on the prairie, you got to sleep close to your friends. It's cold out there.
Yes. The prairie. All right. Well, thank you nonetheless.
So Dowell is going to be kind of unseen by the others. He'll be sleeping upstairs in one of the other chambers. He'll sleep in the room with Mr. Bourgeois. Rawlings has his own room. Siobhan is in a room with
Sarah.
Polly.
Oh.
So, yeah, Sarah's in a separate room than Siobhan.
Oh, right.
Sarah's in a room alone, and then Sister Mercy actually can be put into a chamber. So everyone has their own room, except for Dowell and Conrad and Siobhan and Polly. Perfect. Sarah Quill has a dream in this laudanum haze. Her eyes open, and she's been seeing red throughout the day, and she sees red again. She has this vision of people dancing, wearing masquerade masks. Beautiful gowns with leather jackets. It's a very strange look. Amidst this group dancing, she sees another figure, a sort of a girl, probably her, much like her, probably her own age. This girl seems to be struggling against these figures in their masks. And they close in on this girl, these revelers. One of the people closing in is this very, very statuesque, strong sort of woman. Very tall, very muscular. And as the others hold her, this woman sort of closes in on some girl and begins drinking her blood. And as Sarah watches this, she finds something incredibly appealing about the prospect. Her mouth begins to water. The blood that they're tasting is zoo dark and rich. The blood is chuckberry red. Sarah stirs slightly in her sleep. She wants it so bad. And there, alone in a room, this small sleeping woman, her mouth fills with hot, sticky blood dripping out of the sides of it. Blood that is not her own. And in her sleep, she swallows it and smiles and falls to sleep. Outside, it's raining hard. All of you sleeping in your room, some together, some separately, have a sense of foreboding. The winds are howling outside. Trees you didn't even know were there are banging and raking against the windows. The storm is alive. And Sarah feels full. Mr. Rawlings.
That's right. Yes, yes, sir.
You have slept in this chamber alone.
Fantastic. Yes.
And
Quite.
as we kind of were, what you guys were sort of rolling for was the order of people falling asleep. You were sort of drifting off, presage something. introduce something new, but it is at this point that I need another set of rolls. I need you. Okay, so sometimes I'll make these, or I can have you guys do it.
Oh no, it's much more fun for us to roll them, right?
Rawlings, okay, so perfect. So Rawlings, I would like for you to roll a D100. Sarah Quill, I want you to roll a D100, and you get a bonus die.
Okay. Which one?
You basically get 2 of the percentile, 2 of the ones that have 10s on them, and use the lower
perfect.
roll.
Okay.
And you said you had an 18, Rawlings?
19.
Oh boy.
Okay, 40.
40 is your lower one?
Oh wait. I rolled 40 twice.
Okay, that's fine. And just to clarify, whenever you're rolling a bonus, you don't roll the 10s die twice.
I didn't.
Only roll the bonus. Perfect. Okay, so a 40. That actually does mean that the level of success, in spite of the other advantages of, you were rolling for the home turf. You were rolling for Merkshire. Sarah
Okay.
Quill. But our dear Mr. Rawlings is rolling for paradise.
Yes, he is, baby.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. Wait.
Rawlings, to this point, my dear friend, I need you to roll me. I don't actually wait. You know what? I can do 13. Roll a d13. I can make this. I can make 13 out of this. This is this will be 6 you rolled.
Yes.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Give me 1 second. Would you guys fill? Why don't you guys fill? Live in on what's been happening? Oh boy.
Rolled a 13.
And then I had a dream.
Right as I
And
entered.
Sarah, in her dream, saw something spectacular that made her very thirsty for blood.
Oh,
Something
goodness.
appeared in her mouth as she was sleeping, and she swallowed it and smiled in her sleep. So we shall see what that means. We are unsure.
Okay, so Dan rolled.
Yeah, I wonder whatever she could have been dreaming of.
I'm so scared.
Also, the
Great timing for me to just walk in on this.
The domain of dread I rolled that's trying to encroach on Merkshire is paradise.
Okay, well, as it happens, Rawlings. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I feel dizzy.
As you dream, you feel that there's someone in the room with you. You hear a gasp, and a voice sort of says, "Oh my, this could be everything I've ever wanted. This could be the ticket to it all. Gentle soul, please wake up. Gentle soul. Oh, you beautiful man from somewhere else. Open your eye."
Do I hear this?
You do.
Hello, who's there?
There's almost a strange glow in the room, although it seems to fade. There's a man sitting on your bed. He's very well dressed, beautiful blonde hair. You've never seen a more perfect face. He's leaning over you intently. Good. Oh, you are awake. I'm glad to hear this, my friend. What is your name?
My name is Rawlings, sir. Sigmund Addison Rawlings. And what is it? Who are you? Might I ask?
My name is Etienne, and I'm here to help you. If you can help me, Mr. Rawlings. Rawlings, you're not awake right now. Do you understand?
I believe I do. Yes.
Rawlings, I need you. I can give you everything. What do you want?
I want to know. I want to know what is happening here, and I want to know. I want to know everything.
Where is here? Where are you? What is your town? What is your region? Where is the place you are?
I am in a town. I am in the realm of Merkshire. I am in.
Oh, yes. Rawlings, this is very good. Focus on my voice, Rawlings. I want to come to you. Do you want me to come to where you are? I am not where you are. Do you understand?
Yes.
My God, you do understand, don't you?
Yes. Yes. I've read terms. I've read.
He's closing a hand on your knee, and it's not sexual, but it's not sexual.
Right.
There's this
Can I grab his elbow?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Yes.
I need you to.
Are we in Thatchford Comlagre right now?
You are technically in Bitter End, which is like in that area, but it's not in either of the towns.
Yes.
He's going to say to you, there's something I need you to say. There's something I need you to call out. Okay. When you awaken, I need you to scream this at the top of your lungs. Let the shutters be open. Scream it into the night. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's grabbing your hand, and you feel his hands are warm with light.
Fantastic. Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is what you will say, Rawlings.
Yes. I shall do it.
Ain't no doubt about it, we were doubly blessed. Repeat this. Ain't no doubt about it.
About it, we were doubly blessed.
We were doubly blessed. These words, they are vile, but they will get me to you. So you say this, you say, ain't no doubt about it, we were doubly blessed, 'cause we were barely 17 and we were barely dressed.
Ain't no doubt about it, we were doubly blessed, because we were barely 17 and we were barely dressed.
And you scream this, Rawlings, you scream this into the night. You get me out of this forsaken place. You scream this, you get me away from this.
You open and the other thing, or?
Yes, you scream it out into the sky. You scream it into the storm. There is a storm upon you. He kisses you. Just very, kind of like a quick sort of like, you do this, you will do this.
Yes.
Yes. Ain't no doubt about it, we were doubly blessed. We were barely 17 and we were barely dressed. Yes, you will bring me.
Yes.
This is bon chance. This is good luck to you. You feel this intense heat. And for a brief moment, Rawlings, you then feel this stony cold. Make a Constitution roll.
That was from Paradise
Hope
by
we
the
fail.
dashboard light, right?
That is a 10, which is a extreme success.
Rawlings, you awaken. Now, I actually need to do something else. Siobhan, if you could do me a favor, could you just roll a d13?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, I know. I still haven't come up. Okay, hold on.
You're all good, you're all good. D13.
I will do it on mine.
Or no, not a D13, a D100. What am I talking about?
A D100, okay.
Yes, D100. Sorry.
I was like, I don't have one. Okay. 82.
82. Beautiful, perfect, great. You got plenty of time. You can, this is the order in which people have awoken. Lowest first. We're clearly at 13 right now with Mr. Rawlings. In addition, Siobhan, if you have any check boxes, you can roll for improvements as we're going through stuff. If you have any of those, and if not, don't.
I will do that. I only have 2. Quickly.
However, as fate would have it, Rawlings, you awaken.
I sit up bolt upright and I'm like dripping sweat, even though it's like cold in here. And I scream, "Let the shutters be open! Ain't no doubt about it, we were doubly blessed, because we were barely 17, and we were barely dressed."
Now, quick question, Rawlings. You scream, "Let the shutters be open." The wind and rain are pounding against the window. Do you open them? Or do you just scream in your bed these words?
I just scream it, and then if nothing happens, then I would go. I mean, if there was wind and rain pounding, and
it's torrential out there. Yes.
Then that would make me aware of the shutters, and if nothing happens after I say it, then I would go over and open the shutters and scream it out into the wind and rain.
Your words shout out. The others in their distant bedrooms stir slightly, but no one awakens. But after a few moments, Rawlings, nothing has happened, other than a creeping sense of dread in your stomach. A sense that, it should be pointed out, one such as you doesn't necessarily always run away from.
Yes. Then I run over. The shutters open inward or outward?
They would open out. because I don't know. That's how Scrooge's would work, so that's what I'm going with.
And I just with like kind of like just not like caring like how much I am like how much force I'm using. I just try and burst them open, and then I scream it again. It just into the howling rain and wind. Ain't no doubt about it. We were doubly blessed, because we were barely 17 and we were barely dressed.
You feel the wind beginning to pick up as you scream this. And Rawlings, as you stare out into the night, there is this bolt of lightning. And not far from where you are, like just like on the other edge of the property here in the woods, you see this black horse that is illuminated for a brief moment in the light. And it seems to be rearing up angrily. I need Rawlings and Sarah Quill to go ahead and once again roll D100s. Sarah Quill, because of this incantation, the home turf no longer has an advantage. Simply roll a D100.
Okay.
63.
26.
The horse kind of pounds its hooves down, and Rawlings, you feel like the air is electric. There is this battle right now, a battle that currently stands tied. So after
I feel like with saying that like more like that like I feel like the energy shifting as I'm saying this.
You feel the energy shifting, but you felt it immediately repulsed.
I'm gonna keep screaming it.
Understood. Very good. As you continue screaming out this invocation, Lauren, could you switch over to Sister Mercy, please?
Yes. What do you need me to do?
Sister Mercy, you're sleeping.
Yes.
You're turning slightly in the night. It's almost like you hear a distant voice. Sister Mercy, please roll me a D6. Actually, no, roll a D13. Roll a D13.
God damn it. Taking it out of jail.
Fine, yeah, damn straight. What do we roll?
I'll be right back.
It is a 13.
13. Wonderful. In this case, that doesn't necessarily mean anything amazing, but it very well might.
Okay.
Carla's 15.
Oh no, he's smiling.
Must be dread.
Perfect. Okay. Do have to come back around in that case. All right. Sister Mercy,
Yes.
you see a woman standing there. This woman is standing at a window. For a moment, you think she's standing at your window in your room where you are sleeping. And in fact, you are in your bed. But then you realize the window is not your own. It seems to be a shop front. This woman is dressed in exotic clothing. You smell incense, peppermints. The woman shifts and you see her shadows. More than one shadow is being cast. She suddenly stiffens, turns back to you. Her eyes flare. She says, "This accursed thing." She moves her hand. I need you to roll a power roll. And I'm going to roll a d20 to see how well her Arcana check goes.
Wait,
Cross systems.
Hell yeah, baby.
Oh boy. Okay. Well. Power. That is a. Wait, do I have? Oh,
Power,
it's up.
It's up. It's an orange one.
Ooh, 35, so I pass. It is.
A regular success.
Yes.
All right, so she has done the same. So she's kind of tried to like seal some whatever connection is out. Nevertheless, you feel her stretching away, but you can still see her. You can talk to her if you wish.
Yes, I would like to. Wait. Do not be afraid. I am not here to cause any harm or anything. I come in good faith. I promise you.
You come because of the strange movings and shakings of things you know not of. Go
Well,
back to sleep and let it pass over you, this storm. And
is
be
this a
gone.
dream? Is this a dream that I'm in?
You dream. You dream in dread.
I know Dread.
She wards
I'm
you
familiar.
off. I want you to make a dread mythos roll.
Nope, 72. That is a fail.
You're not sure how this woman is communicating with you. You're not sure if she's down in Wendon. You're not sure what is going on, but you assume that she is some person either knowledgeable of dread, or maybe she is one of those dark figures who traffic in it for bad means. In any case, she seems to want to break off this connection. I want you to roll a psychology roll, and I'm gonna have her make a D&D deception roll.
Oh no. Oh. Nat 1, which is a hard
That
success.
it's a critical success. Yeah, no, and that one is like a 20, but it's even way better. Sister Mercy. Well, okay, so this is actually interesting. So this almost may be, you couldn't tell it from what was happening. The magic seemed too strange. But as you look at this woman, you know, she is not from your realm. She's from one of those other places. She's from one of those other realms.
Okay.
And Sister Mercy, I'll phrase it to you like this. You can do with this information what you want to do. This woman deals in dread. She is being very defensive and secretive. You understand that she is perhaps not like a murderous psychopath, but she is not a good person by your definition of it. She does all manner of ungodly things. And right now she's very close to you, far too close. The mists are not protecting this realm the way the Lord intended.
I do not want to enter your land. I know that we are from different territories, and I know this is not a dream, but how do we stay apart? How do I stay in my home and you stay in yours?
Say, just keep your wits about you. Keep your focus on where you are, and make sure others do the same. There has been too much upheaval of late. She seems to be getting drifting. She's doing all sorts of incantations to try to kind of almost like get rid of where you are.
Is there a weakness in the mist?
Only in times like these, when the storms rage, and winds and mists from one domain blow into another, carrying with it ungodly terrors. Be gone. Again, she casts a spell. I need you to once again make a... Yeah, go ahead. No, yeah, what do you want to do?
I was going to say, I will, I don't know how to do it, but like fall back from the mist, like
Understood.
exit.
As you sort
Like, I don't want to engage, I just
if
want
you don't want to engage, then her banish spell will kind of go off as normal, and you find yourself sitting upright in bed. Make a listen roll. The rain is pounding, yet you think you hear something.
Ooh, not bad. Let me see where it is for me. Ooh, that is a hard. Oh, it was a 13.
Yes, let's go! Double up!
No.
Go!
St. Louis Blues.
We have had no 13s in this system for how long? And now we have 2 in one night?
I love it. All right, so that is delightful. So that is, first of all,
We're all
great.
gonna die.
A success.
Oh,
Please
no.
roll your D13 first and foremost.
Oh God.
Roll a 13. Roll a 13. Roll a 13. Roll a 13. Roll a 13.
Stop. 11.
Cool.
So no luck for you, you demonic creature.
There
from
is
hell.
no horror surge, but Sister Mercy, you sit up. However, you are now listening.
Yes.
And with that hard success, you said?
That was a or extreme. It
Oh, an
was,
extreme success.
Yes.
Then you hear,
Having luck because of the Lord.
like out from the window, you hear somebody kind of in the window and then slightly from the hall behind you. You think somebody is currently out a window, like along the same wall you're on. You recognize it as Mr. Rawlings, and you hear him screaming into the night. Ain't no doubt about it, we were doubly blessed, because we were barely 17 and we were barely dressed.
Can I rush to... Do I know which room he's in?
Make a luck roll.
Oh, roll high, roll high.
I have to roll for everything. God damn.
Playing a tabletop role-playing game.
63.
What is
So
your
I
current
fail.
luck? You don't know which room he's in.
Okay, can I follow the sound? Or wait, is the window open for mine?
You could open your window if you wanted, yes.
I would like to open the window
Okay.
and yell, "Stop! Whatever you are doing, you have to stop! You are opening something that should not be opened."
You hear her screaming. Actually, wait, what is your listen number right now, S.A. Rawlings?
My listen is a 60.
You would at least hear her moving on the side. I'm not sure you exactly hear. If you want to try to hear what she's saying, you could make a listen roll.
I mean, I want to hear what she's saying, but I'm not, like, without me hearing what she's saying, I'm not stopping
Understood.
screaming.
You fuck.
He doesn't. Okay, at this point, S.A. Rawlings, did you hear? What did you roll for your listen?
My listen is a 19, which is a hard success.
You heard her. You hear her telling you to stop. This nun who showed up, and the two of you have been at loggerheads, sexy loggerheads. I like to think so, because nuns. But in any event, you are currently. This nun is telling you to stop. I need as we're gonna actually hold here. I need Rawlings and Sister Mercy to once again roll D100s.
I cannot make a. No.
He's making us roll so we get more 13s. 69.
So please, that's a multiple of 13. That should count for something extra.
Nice.
I don't
That's for
think
being
so.
very nice.
So Rawlings, you had a 30-3-0.
3-0, yes.
Okay, so that means that is one more success for Paradise and one more failure for Merkshire.
Hell yes.
Okay, so Paradise has 2, Merkshire has 1, Paradise has 1 more. Rawlings, you see her, you hear her, you continue screaming, and you feel this briefest golden glow in the chamber behind you. You turn around, you see nothing, but you feel that you are doing whatever he wants. Sister Mercy, meanwhile, you feel, well,
Terrible.
things.
Knowing that she is not in favor of my course of action, I'd love to, while I'm screaming towards the window, go lock my door if that's possible.
Yes, you can take a few moments, you run over, you lock the door. Sister Mercy, you hear the words, but he disappears in a few moments, and then he's back at the thing. You now have deduced, just kind of from looking out, over the thing, you know which room he's in now, but he has locked his door.
Can I run to the door of his room?
You may in a moment, but at this point, we're going into the dreams of old Conrad. Hey, Connie.
Hey.
Roll a D13 for me, buddy.
All right. Ready for this.
God, I hope this goes.
Got a 4.
4. Ooh. I just saw this. Okay. Oh no.
Stop!
Oh my fucking God.
Well,
Conrad. You stir slightly. You feel rain on the windows. But you smell something delightful. You smell pie. Freshly baked pie. You flutter your eyes open. You're standing in the room you're in. You're in the room. I guess Dowell's probably in this bed with you. But as you glance over, you see that at the window, there's these odd curtains, very kind of like bright and weirdly colorful. It looks like the window is not the one that you think was in this chamber. It's a much more kind of like flat and boring window, and it seems to be over like a sink, but it is raining against it. and there is this woman swaying back and forth. She's wearing this delicate pink dress. She's holding a mixing bowl. And there's an oven next to her. She has this dainty kind of blonde hair. And she's stirring. And she looks back at you.
How do you do, ma'am?
I'm okay. Who are you?
The name's Conrad Bourgeois. And you are?
I'm Carla. I don't think I should be talking to you right now.
Oh, my apologies.
How did you get
didn't
into
mean
my
to
house?
I seem to have woken up here. How'd you get here?
I'm in my kitchen. You shouldn't be here.
I think that's correct. It's okay, ma'am. I didn't mean to intrude on your space here. I'm a little bit confused.
She runs at you. She kind of like has set the mixing bowl down. She runs to you, Conrad. She's grabbing you, and her arms feel strong, even though she kind of only comes up to maybe your chest or so. And she's looking up at you now, and she says, Did you come here? Did you come here to do it too?
To do what? I'm not quite sure what you're asking me.
Are you here to do it too?
I don't believe so. Maybe if you could fill me in on what that means.
Everyone's here to do it.
Everyone. I'm not quite
And now
sure.
that you know how it's done, it's only a matter of practice. And I've been getting so much practice.
I have heard something like that said in...
He's not
other
gonna like it
context.
if you're here.
Who? Your husband?
No. Don't tell him. He shouldn't even be alive anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Are we gonna do it or what?
I mean, we barely know each other. I mean...
The
like to
storm is
think-
pounding.
get
At
it
this
first.
point, the window busts open. She's kind of blasted from behind by water. Time seems to slow down as this like bursting explosion of water kind of washes over her and you. Conrad, I want you to roll a dodge roll.
Fail.
You try to get out of the way, but you are knocked to the ground. She kind of screams out this strange guttural cry. You see her like flexing her muscles, and it's almost like this pink sweater she's wearing is like ripping apart at the shoulders. And suddenly she's climbing on top of you. Again, she screams, "Now that you know how it's done, it's only a matter of practice!"
Ma'am, I just met you, and you said your husband's not to be found. I don't think this is appropriate. I mean, you're beautiful and all and very strong, but I don't think we should be doing this.
Understood. With that, she enters a rage. She screams in this rage, and the whole room is just shaking with this anger. Conrad, you're dreaming, but this is a very scary dream. She raises up a hand to strike you. What do you want to do?
I just put my hands over my face. Wait, is she laying on top of me?
Yeah, she's like straddling you. But she's she's okay, cool. So you sort of try to do that. Go ahead and roll a fighting brawl then. We'll kind of have this be a fight back. And I'm just gonna see an attack from her. Let's see how this goes.
I rolled a 33, but can I use 3 luck to get a success?
Yes,
please?
you can. And since you roll a normal success, she just rolled a hit, not a critical hit. So actually the advantage goes to you in this situation, and you're able to block her blow and kind of crawl away from her. and you're now sopping wet, like the rain is just like pouring into the room. And Conrad, you see this dark shape, kind of like forming in her window. This window that seems to almost be like changing size. This dark gray, stony shape, slick with rain, looking in for a moment, saying, "Oh man, baby, who are you letting in your back door? I swear there's guys coming in from all over the place." Conrad, you awaken with a start, next to Dowell. However, Conrad, you have a high spot hidden, right?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm going to come to you in just one moment. I do, however, need Rawlings and Sister Mercy to roll one more time.
Oh, you know it.
I'm gonna use.
Damn it. Can I use luck on this roll?
Nope, not for these. That would be
60.
fun, but no.
Ooh, we don't even know what it is.
Yeah, it's a roll off between the two domains of dread.
Yeah, he's rolling for Mercer. He's rolling for Paradise. You're rolling for Mercer. What do you got?
9.
Okay, that's a big success for Mercer then. Okay, so it's even up as
Berkshire for the win.
Speaking
Yes,
of which,
Mercer.
oh, that's actually interesting.
Go
Liv,
Paradise.
did you have flashbacks?
Okay.
From the stone?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That was really stressful.
My heart rate.
I have no idea what's going on,
All
but
right.
I'm terrified.
Warren are freaking out over
Dowell.
here.
She killed Bruce Pumper.
Dowell.
Yes.
She killed Bruce Pumper.
Bruce Pumper.
Poor Bruce Pumper. Rest in peace.
Dowell,
Rest in
you
Pumper.
are in. You are sleeping. You wanted to sleep alone so that you didn't hear those voices that you often hear. You didn't want any ghosts tormenting you. It's at this point that you hear that voice. You hear it every night. But for the first time, it is speaking to you clearly. Dowell, you open your eyes. You see yourself lying on a slate gray field. You can't tell if you're underwater or above water. A voice says, "Don't turn around. You are not yet worthy of seeing me." Clip, clop, clip, clop. You probably never will be.
Who are you?
Don't speak until I tell you to. You feel a heavy force pressing on your shoulder. It feels like a horse hoof. I do need you to make a sanity roll.
28.
That is success?
Yes, very
Wonderful,
much.
cool. All right, perfect. So you, sir, you take 4 points of sanity loss as you realize that this horse, there is a black horse talking to you and pinning you down. You will answer only with yes or no. Did you do this?
No.
Where is Walker? Actually, wait, that's not fair. That's not a yes or no
Not a
question.
yes or
Hold on.
no.
He will say, did you help Walker?
No.
Is Walker doing this?
I don't know.
It presses on you slightly. I am now, on behalf of this presence, rolling a psychology roll to see if it believes you. '86. The hoof begins digging into you.
I swear! I didn't know anything!
Where is Walker? Answer me now.
I don't know. He's somewhere in the house. I don't know. He threatened to kill me. He told me to kill myself. I don't know what's going on. Are you the voice who was speaking to me at night?
You feel like hot breath on you. And it says, you should have listened it probably would have been less painful for you. At this point, Conrad, you've awoken. You didn't hear too much in your thing, but as you wake up, your eyes adjust to the dark for a brief second. You hear voices shouting in the distance, footsteps pounding in the hallway, but your eyes, even in this darkness, take in the fact that there is someone standing over Dowell on the far side of the bed. Make a spot hidden roll. Let's see what you see in the total darkness. You can tell it's there, but let's see if you see more with a harder success.
It was a fail.
A fail. You cannot tell who it is. You cannot tell what they're doing. But then, you see them beginning to move.
I pull out my gun and I shoot at it.
You reach for your gun. Okay. In that case, what is your dexterity score?
Oh no.
Conrad. Oh no.
45.
45. You are just below this person. So you are shooting at this figure. You reach for your gun. You see they're bringing something down. You're going to take a shot?
Yes.
Conrad, go ahead and make a handgun roll.
It's the Texas way, y'all.
Wow. This person is unaware, so this person is not even going to attempt to dodge.
Texas way, y'all.
It is a
Texas.
hard success.
A hard success. All right, Conrad, please roll your weapon
Bye-bye,
damage,
Owl.
which is a d10, and you add 1 to it.
2.
You rolled a 1? So basically, you clip a figure in the muzzle flash. You see the other footman, Hoggins, this kind of gangly person. He's holding a giant kitchen knife. You catch him in the shoulder, and his face looks shocked. Not just that he was just shot, but that he looks like he's asleep. He's in his nightgown. He falls backwards with a clatter. Dowell, you awaken, hearing this gunshot. Your ears are just pound, in total pain. You see Hoggins falling to the side, a knife in his hand. Conrad standing over you like a damn Texan with a smoking gun.
What is going on?
He was trying to kill you.
I'm not. What? How am I here? What is going? How am I get here?
I'm gonna leap on top of Hoggins and grab him by the
He
scruff
sort of
of his neck.
screams as his, as you're kind of contacted his thing. Rawlings and Sister Mercy, roll it up again. Somebody's winning right now. Somebody's going to emergency. Somebody's going to hell. The success rates of these are not identical, so there is a thing where Rawlings could theoretically roll slightly lower but still lose. Sister Mercy, what do we got?
98.
98? Did you just roll a 98?
No.
Are you telling me?
Fail, baby!
Wait, the Stone Man. What did you roll, Rawlings? Let's just confirm.
29.
The Stone Man. No, it is not. It is not a. Sorry, it is not a. He would need to be 100 for that to be a fumble. The Stone Man didn't fumble because his success was above 50. Oh, that was so close to being a fumble. You know what, guys? Should it be a fumble? You guys want to fuck with the Stone Man?
No.
No.
I
fumble.
would take
Doesn't
a fumble
advance
for the.
it-
No, wait,
wait.
for the stone. Wait.
Do you want to fuck things up for the Stone Man real bad?
I thought I was rolling for paradise.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you are rolling for Paradise.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
right.
Messes
Whoops.
things up for the
So
stone
that
man.
means the Stone Man has succeeded. The Black Horse. This makes way more sense. I thought maybe the Stone Man was distracted because he thought some guy was trying to sleep with Carla in her dreams. But now the Black Horse is enraged, was distracted with you, Dowell. And in that moment, Paradise has pled into this, but in a very different way.
Wait, black horse? Did someone touch a horse?
No one's touched
No,
the horse, but a horse was just
Okay.
pinning down Dowell in his dreams. And Siobhan, if this were a movie, we would recognize the same space as where Siobhan felt a presence behind her too.
Okay,
With
great.
this,
Awesome.
Mr. Rawlings, you see this golden flash of light. Sister Mercy, you see it under the door. And sort of like standing in the room behind you is this golden-haired, the man from your dream. Only Rawlings right now, he has wings. White, feathery wings extending out of his back.
Yes, I knew you were. I knew you were more than you appeared.
Oh, I'm so much more. And you, my friend, you are the reason. He comes to you, embraces you, sort of whatever sexual it's everything at this point with this guy. He's so happy to be there.
We're all crazy and horny. It's fine.
It's just crazy, horny, sanity drifting. Oh my god.
Excuse me, I'm saving myself for the Lord, so help me out.
I have an angel for you right here.
He's looking. Sister Mercy, you see this flash. You hear another voice in the chamber. What are you doing?
Can I try to open the door?
Yes, the door is locked. You can make a.
I will. Yeah, I'll do a check to try to
Make a just a strength roll, a straight strength roll. You need a very big success to do this, to break a door down.
Yeah, I don't think
Especially
I got
since
it.
it's been locked and it's
Strengths. Wait, is that on the top? 32, which
Okay.
is a hard success.
Hard
not
success,
extreme.
you're pushing it, but you will need an extreme success to fully bust down like a good door in good condition.
Okay, can I say something though?
You may.
You need to stop what you're doing. You are letting something into this world that does not belong here. You cannot do this.
Do I hear her say this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I open the door?
Please.
I'll go
Please.
over and unlock the door and open it.
Okay.
Oh, you manipulative piece of
Sister
shit.
Mercy, you see standing before you, glowing, like shirtless, this blonde angel. He is glowing like pure radiant light.
Bad angel.
Can I do a psychology check?
He looks at you and smiles. Sister, it is so good to see you. My name is Etienne, and I am an angel of the golden heaven. I'm an angel of the Lord. What is your name? What is your name?
Sister Mercy Magdalene.
A blessed name. It is wonderful to meet someone of the cloth so soon upon my arrival here. You can roll a psychology roll if you want to. I'm going to say to you, though, Lauren, as a player, would you be suspicious of this person? It is. There's two things competing here. Because on the one hand, he's come from somewhere you think is evil, but this is a straight angel. Well, he's not straight. He does everything, but you know what I mean, like a straight angel.
I've been alive for that long, you know.
Considering her
He's a
history with
dirty
this,
angel.
she does. She has extreme faith, but she does question the validity of things around her.
Let me look up Etienne's stats so that I can quickly translate them into a new system, because now he's using his regular stats.
Oh boy.
I don't know. That's a very high deception. I think he's got a very high on this. Okay, so go ahead and make your psychology.
We'll see.
What do you got?
3.
Okay.
That is an extreme success.
Okay. He has also rolled an extreme success,
Oh no.
having rolled a 10, which is under 50%, which is under a fifth, because he has I'm giving him like an 80 or a 90. So that means the status quo is maintained, and you sense no deception in him. Also, if I'm being perfectly honest, he hasn't lied. He is an angel from heaven.
That is true.
He's very happy to see you. Every word he said so far is true. he hasn't said out loud that he's excited to fuck you senseless, for the glory of God, but he will at some point. But for now, he's just so happy and just totally beatific. So you sense no deception on his part.
So Sister Mercy will start.
Make sure you click that box, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll start rolling her rosary between her right hand and say, "Why have you come here? What are you doing here? And why did you come to him?"
I came to him because he is who the winds blew me towards. The Lord works in mysterious ways, sister.
I heard him calling out, and it was not a prayer.
No, it was not.
Did you answer to that?
I entered through a weakening of the mist.
I will back away.
Siobhan. Hi. Sorry for this very prolonged, everyone's having
It's okay.
Everyone's having dream time tonight.
It gave me a chance to be observant.
So Siobhan, I told you some of what happened last week. I feel a little bad because you were charmed, but Siobhan did some stuff. Siobhan did try to drown Dowell just straight up. He managed to fight his way away, and Polly was watching the whole time, and she just thought you guys were roughhousing, and just thought he's embarrassed that a girl dunked him. But he knows that you were trying to jam your thumb into his Adam's apple to get him to, inhale as much water as possible. Point being, you then fainted, and Craven Gate carried you up and sat by your bedside, because obviously he did. Polly would, if you had any moments of lucidity, which you probably have not, Polly would have made it very clear that she did not let him see you naked. That was a big deal to her. He said, Get her out of that dress, and Polly obliged, but when he was not there, and she's been mentioning that to everyone. So in any case, Siobhan, you've been
There were
dreaming.
no shenanigans under her watch.
Siobhan, you've been dreaming about sitting with your sister, having a tea party, playing with dolls. This new doll you have is there with you. It's just you and your sister and this new doll. 3 little redheads sitting around a table, drinking in a room with... It's weird. The doll said... a doll can't talk, but the doll seemed to say, I'm going to show you a fun room. And you're in this beautiful room with blue wallpaper with clouds painted on it. And you're sitting in there having a tea party.
Yay. How nice.
And in the distance, though it's completely sunny outside, you can hear thunder and rain. Polly's there too.
Oh yay.
The doll's just sitting there, smiling at everyone. It's a very happy moment. Your sister kind of looks at you as the thunder's going, and then she says, Can I have another lump of sugar?
Oh yes, of course. I'm gonna find the sugar on the...
Oh, there's no sugar. It's a tea party. It's all pretend, but you just go plop, and she goes, Thank you. She seems nervous. The storm intensifies. Polly's just sitting there pleasantly. The doll is sitting there. Everything's totally calm. Brona looks at you then and says, I don't want to die.
Well, you won't die, Brona.
I don't have my hat, though. She's not wearing her hat.
Where is your hat?
He took it, didn't he?
I don't want to talk about that. We're here and we're just having a nice time.
It feels so bad to drown, Siobhan. I know it's coming and I don't want to do it. And he's holding me down the whole time, too. I'm usually so strong, but he just got me. It's gonna hurt. And it's scary. She points at Polly. She's gonna drown too, you know. Her line of work. There's almost no way out of it.
No, she's not. I made sure of that. Polly's fine, and you're here. I don't know how you're here, but you're here, so let's just...
You're gonna drown too, Chiffon. You don't have a hat on. Suddenly, there's knocking on the door to this little children's room. Pounding, menacing, masculine. Brona and Polly just keep drinking their imaginary tea. I think that's probably him, isn't it?
Well, then we won't let him in.
The door is bursting on the hinges. And Siobhan, you see a figure standing in the wall behind the painted clouds in the distance. This black, dark presence just watching you.
Mm-mm.
The doll turns her head on the table, looking up at you. Her face looks like your sister's completely drowned. As you look up, Brona and Polly, drowned and dead in their chairs.
Nope, I'm closing my eyes. I don't want to see it.
You feel the door break in behind you, and then you feel a pair of hands on your shoulders.
Okay, I'm gonna try and, shove them off.
Perfect. Go ahead and make a fighting brawl roll.
Okay. 24, which is a hard
for you,
6.
at least, yeah. All right, I'll roll for this, but it is a. That is a fumble. You awaken. The lights are on in your room. You hear distant screaming and stuff, and you almost feel like you just heard a gunshot. Craven Gate was trying to hold you. Polly standing up, looking all nervous as if and the lights are on. And Siobhan, you basically grab Craven Gate and you judo flip him over the bed up into the wall, and he crashes against it and sort of fumbles, and Polly shrieks, and he goes, "Oh my God! Are you? Wait, no, Laura, Siobhan, Siobhan, wait." His eyes are sort of wild. He's in a dressing gown. Polly kind of just is now pulling away from you, totally alive, not at all drowned. It is raining outside. You're in this room. He kind of he's you've injured him.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I was having a bad dream, and I was not expecting someone to be touching me when I woke.
I'm sorry. We were simply trying to rouse you. Polly said she couldn't. She came and found me. It was. It's been. I'm sorry. Did I just hear another gunshot? At this point, we're going to cut back to. I'll do evens odds. We will cut back to Dowell and Conrad. And the gentleman on the ground in great agony.
I'm on top of him, holding him by his shirt.
Yeah.
Who sent you? Who told you to kill me?
No one. I didn't. I don't want to kill you. You're like my best friend.
That's sweet. But why did you have a knife?
I don't know. I didn't. I'm not meant to have a knife. Why? Have I been shot? Is that? I'm putting my finger into myself.
It's just a flesh wound. I've seen plenty of these where I come from. Don't worry about it. You're going to be okay.
Okay. He passes out.
He was standing above you with a knife, looking like it was going to come down straight on your heart. He would have surely killed you.
Yes, I saw something in my dream. I think something is trying to kill me in this house. Some things, I think, actually at this point, multiple things are trying to kill me in this house. And it is not a great feeling, Mr. Bourgeois. Thank you for helping me not die.
You would have done the same
thing. I need to figure out
thing.
what's going on.
Yeah. You had a dream? I had a bad dream too, but usually I don't sleep well if I'm in a new place.
Well, I'm not exactly in a new place, Mr. Bourgeois. I worked here for many years.
The door to your chamber is open, Conrad. And you hear a bit of clamor out in the hall. You hear other voices out there.
I approach the voices.
Okay.
I know I just shot a gun in the house.
I'm gonna pick the knife up.
Yeah, sure. If you pick that up, you're whatever. As you guys kind of step out, you see the door to Rawlings' room is open. Sister Mercy is standing in it. You see the door back down the hall to the room where Siobhan and Polly are is open. Light is coming out of that room.
I have backed out into the hall.
Then you see Sister Mercy standing in the hallway.
Hey, Sister Mercy, what's going on?
There is an angel.
What?
There is
What?
an angel.
This is not the time for metaphors.
There is an angel in this room in front of me right now.
Wait, I have not realized. Should I make myself look just like a normal human, Mr. Rawlings, Sister Mercy? Would that be...
No. They must see this.
They should see me, yeah?
I'm approaching.
Vente.
Also.
Look.
No, it's up to you. It's up to you.
He claims that he is an angel of the Lord, and I have no reason to not believe him.
So you want him to step out into the hall?
Oh, I was backing.
I've walked over.
Okay, so Conrad and Dowell, you guys can walk into the room. Siobhan, you now hear like shouting out in the hall. As Craven Gate's like, but you are all right.
I'm fine. Are you okay? Maybe we should go inspect that, but first, are you okay?
Yes, you're very, it's impressive, ability to throw someone. Must have been, yes, I'm fine. Polly's like, she threw you like you were a ragdoll. Like you went like up over your arse and back down the arse of a tea kettle.
I love Polly so much.
It was hilarious. My brothers are never going to believe it once I get out of jail.
Siobhan's gonna laugh a little bit, but then kind of try to encourage Polly to stop.
Craven Gate's like, just thank you, Polly. Polly, why don't you get some more sleep then? Like, all right. She just cleans back. She kind of says, she looks at Siobhan like, she's like, well, I guess everything seems normal now. She just gets back in the bed. Craven Gate kind of walks out in the hall, and you see now Conrad and Dowell are at the door of Rawlings' room. Sister Mercy seems to be walking into that chamber.
What's going on?
There is an angel here with us.
I am.
Like in the metaphorical sense?
No, in the literal sense.
Very literal, actually. I'm looking right at it.
Be not afraid. My arrival is a portent of good things.
Yes. What a fantastic opportune circumstance.
Yes.
Rawlings, you called out. Did you know that this would happen? That you would call an angel here?
Yes. I mean, I did not know quite what he was when he came to me in my dream, but I saw but a mere portion of his being. And how do you see his radiance? Do you see this
Yes,
ethereal nature? Even a bit of it bled through, and I could not do anything but try my best to bring him here.
And your efforts are so appreciated, Monsieur Rawlings. He takes your
Does
hand.
Siobhan know anything about angels?
Siobhan, go ahead and make a dread mythos roll, but there's another roll I actually need you to make. And I should have had you make it earlier. So go ahead and make a dread mythos roll real quick.
Nope, 86.
Yeah, nothing about the dread of that. You can try an occult later, but I also need you to roll the power roll for me.
Okay. Great.
You do need a... What do we got?
95.
Perfect. Perfect. All right,
Not
so
good.
Siobhan. This angel figure
Not good.
is looking all over everyone. And it's something you didn't even notice until his eyes are like sweeping around. He's looking at the group. Craven Gate's standing there just in like gawping wonder. Conrad's taking his hat off. Love it. His eyes fall on you, Siobhan, and he smiles. And then the smile turns to this kind of more neutral, flat look as he looks down your body to the crook of your arm, where subconsciously, as you have been frequently, you had picked up a doll as you left the room. This little doll is in your arms. And this angel stares at the doll.
Do I see the doll?
Anyone who looks back will see the doll. He stares at the doll for a long time. The room becomes quiet. The rain's still strong, but no longer this kind of like end of time storm that happened earlier. He stares at the doll. And then he says, "Thank you again, Monsieur Rawlings." And he runs to the window and he flies away.
What the hell?
Do I realize I'm holding the doll at this point?
I think
he
if
looks at it,
you
draw my
can
attention
look
to
down
it?
and see that he's holding it.
Could we discern what was going on?
Make a psychology roll, Rawlings.
That's a 70. No.
What did the angel say to Rawlings? I missed it.
Right now at the very as he left,
Yes.
he said, "Thank you, Monsieur Rawlings." Kind of in like a stuttering voice, just as he ran past you and flew out into the night. Yep, and you see this like light thing just disappearing into the darkness as you look out the window.
If I'm holding the doll, when I realize the doll's in my arms, am I surprised by that, or do I feel like it's totally like, oh yeah, of course, I picked it up?
I will say with the roll you made, you don't really remember picking it up, but you know you've been holding her. I mean, Siobhan, it's a doll of your sister. You have to hold it. You want it.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's
course.
not. But I'll say you're certainly aware that you didn't consciously pick it up.
Okay. Oh, it's just like when you find your keys in your hand.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm already holding them.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Are any of you looking at is anybody looking at the doll at this moment?
I'd look back.
If Etienne has been looking at the doll, I looked to see what he was looking at.
Anyone who's looking at the doll, I would like you to first roll a spot hidden roll. Anyone who's like actively staring at it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Can I appraise the doll?
Oh man.
Go ahead and roll an appraisal on the doll.
Yay!
A
I
10.
rolled an 8, which is a hard success.
I failed.
I got a
I
regular.
don't want
Is
to
it
roll a 7. That's an
Is
extreme
the red
success.
number extreme?
Yes, if you're under the red.
A 10 is, yeah, extreme success.
So we have extreme, failure, hard from Conrad,
I got a regular.
regular from Conrad, Siobhan
Does
is
that mean I check the box?
you do. Now, Siobhan, I will mention that your appraisal of this doll, for the first time you look, everyone else is looking at the doll, you look down at the doll and you're like, oh, this is like a really good condition. This was probably worth like £100 or so, probably in auction. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you, those two of you, Dowell and Rawlings, Conrad, you just see the doll. Sister Mercy, you look at the doll and you just assume he was staring at her breast or something, and you assume he was just being gross or something, and he saw that and said, "I gotta go now," and ran out. And you're like, something's weird off that with that angel. Dowell and Rawlings, as you see this angel, a literal angel, just flew out of this bedroom, you look back at the doll. And you swear that the painted corners of the doll's mouth, always in a pleasant smile, just smile a little bit more. I would like either of you to make, or both of you may make a psychology roll in response to that.
People are gonna get possessed.
29. So that's a success.
Success.
20, which is a hard success.
It seems... Yeah, Rawlings, it seems like the doll is like happy about something. It seems like the doll is like smiling in response to the angel departing. Dowell with a hard success. It seems to you like the doll saying like, "What I thought, bitch."
Oh God.
Not good.
So, Craven Gate says, "What? Well, this seems to be an eventful evening, as always, and I think Laura, Siobhan, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Good. I think I believe the storm has agitated all of us. I think it would be good for us.
The storms don't bother me.
Of course.
Master,
Can someone explain the angel to me again?
I wish I could. Would that
I'm a little lost.
He was summoned here by Rawlings since
I imagine
how.
I imagine this morning like drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
I'm just like
And rain, because you were hanging out the window for yeah.
I was like sit down on the edge of it. I was in a dream. He came to me. I saw him. He asked me to help him arrive here. I knew immediately he was from another realm, another dimension. Is that I don't know the right terminology escapes me, but he was magnificent, was he not?
Well, don't angels live in the sky?
It's so reductive though. That is so reductive of it's not the sky, it's a metaphor for somewhere different, somewhere not of this world.
So don't angels usually come down and make miracles or something? Did anything magic happen this evening? It seems like
it's not. Bourgeois, listen. What? Open your eyes. Is not everything that we've been experiencing magical of some nature?
I mean, I guess you could make that argument, but I
Does
guess maybe
anyone
not
know
in a
how we could
positive
summon him
aspect.
back?
My God,
Why did the angel leave so suddenly?
I could not say.
Dowell, I'm gonna say with the roll you made, you suspect.
No, Dowell knows. He wants to know
sorry,
if
yes.
anybody else does.
Continue, please. Yes.
Yes.
I couldn't say. I don't know. These beings operate on levels far beyond our comprehension. How am I supposed to know what this thing could possibly want, what this thing could possibly be after, what this thing could possibly be?
How do we get him back? I have to ask him some questions.
I do not know. Etienne! I scream out of the window.
Why don't you ask the nun? Doesn't she work with angels? Sister Mercy, how do you get angels to come on down and...
And not exactly co-workers, Mr. Bourgeois.
Typically, you are called upon by the Lord to be blessed by an angel. I have to say this night has been very confusing for me because I was told that there was a sort of a weakness that happened in this world, and it happened on this night. And this angel, he was summoned by you, Mr. Rawlings, but it was not through a hymn or a prayer. Where did he come from? Exactly. Did he just appear? Did he come from the sky?
I was asleep and
Because you must be very blessed to have been able to call an angel with words that are not holy.
perhaps
Doubly blessed.
I am not attempting to insult your intelligence or your knowledge of your religion, but perhaps there are more words that are holy out there, more prayers, more hymns out there than are known. Things have been lost to time before, and perhaps things are still lost to time.
Rawlings, I want you to make a Dread Mythos roll. Have you made one tonight?
Not yet.
Make a Dread Mythos roll.
67. I would like to push it.
Push it real good.
Push it real good.
Did Sister Mercy hear exactly the
That
word that
is
he
a
said?
13. That is a success.
Oh no.
Are you serious?
Oh wait, I didn't even march it forward for her, so we're at 2 already.
I get 3 13s in one night.
Yeah, that's great. Dan, go ahead and hit me with a D13, please.
Oh.
Stop.
Getting out of jail. I didn't even realize what was going on. I was so excited on the success.
Oh my god.
That's a 7.
7. Okay, so no horror surge. However, Dan, or rather Rawlings, you've studied the domains to some extent. You don't know all their names. But based on things you've heard, you know the name of the place that this angel came from. It's called Paradise.
In that case, I'll say, I mean, sister, I know. Look, I don't know everything, but I have this kind of thing is my area of study, and this angel did come from a domain called Paradise. I know this to be true.
From a domain, not from heaven, which is paradise. He came from a domain.
I mean, a domain, realm, place.
But not heaven.
Make a Dread Mythos roll, Sister Mercy.
I feel like that was a logical question, though, considering. 9. Oh, that's an extreme success. No.
Not
I'm sorry,
extreme.
that's a regular. That's a hard success.
You know that there is a domain called Paradise. You do not know that it is heaven.
Do I know that it is not heaven?
You suspect that if it is a domain of dread, it is not heaven, yes.
Okay. So if this angel came from paradise, as you say, he came through the weakness in this world that I was informed of earlier.
Perhaps this is the case. Angel.
So what I'm saying, and I say this to the rest of the party, this is not an angel from heaven. This is an angel of dread.
Powerful being, I assume.
Presumably.
Well, then I might need to discuss something with you more occultishly inclined in the group.
Yes.
What's an angel of dread? Like an angel of death?
It may very well be.
Don't sound good to me.
These are things that are not holy. They are from territories that are awful. There are other horrible beings there, and they do not want us to enter their territory, and they should not enter ours. And we have to make sure that
But
it doesn't
if
happen.
he's an angel,
And I will glare at Rawlings when I say we have to make sure it doesn't happen.
And when she looks at me, I'll say, "Sister, have you not realized we are engaged in something far beyond our comprehension?"
And whose fault is that, Senor Rawlings?
We are all willing and active
And
participants.
who was summoning a creature from the weakness in the void? Huh?
Can I talk to you
I'm
two,
sorry,
please?
Siobhan, what were
Very
you
briefly.
saying?
I just want to know if this angel would be able to answer questions about souls.
I mean,
Yes.
do I know if the angel could ask a question about souls?
I'm assuming that you do not know anything about the angels, considering you summoned one from a domain of dread and not from heaven. Senor.
Rawlings, you would suspect an angel can talk about souls. No role required. Yes.
I mean,
Just being sassy, okay?
I believe it is possible. I mean, he's an angel, is he not?
I'm just eyeing the doll
And yes,
from the side this whole time.
Dowell, what fire away with your questions, not with your shotguns.
The doll's eyes, Dowell, seem to be just innocently, sweetly, unseeing, just the eyes of a doll, but they are just right on you. It's just kind of the way Siobhan's holding it. It's just angled to you. There's nothing sinister about it, but they are just boring into you. And the face is beatific and smiling. Little red-haired doll. So sweet.
I would
clench
very
the
much
knife
like
in
to
my
speak with
fist.
this angel. Can we bring him back?
Do I? Thinking back through the tomes of dread that I've read, were there any spells that might, like anything that might help us get him back?
I mean, you guys were researching this one, like, calling a spell that can call on great power, so perhaps you could direct that to the angel. You don't think the angel, the thing about getting it back is difficult. You would need more of like a tracking spell, or just straight up tracking, because the angel, as far as you can tell, has not left Merkshire. The angel's still here.
Of course. Yes,
So it's almost as if like it's like We'll go ahead and make actually just make it a cult roll on this. This isn't even this wouldn't even be a dread.
25, which is a hard success.
There are probably spells to like locate people. Given, there are ways to do that. Also, he's an angel, so maybe you don't need a spell. Maybe you just need some like tracking, or you just need to, ask around about, hey, did anybody see an angel around? Because he might be hard to miss.
I mean, look, there are many ways to, there are certainly many magical ways to track him down. We could also probably just try and follow him in the daylight.
I don't mean to rain on anybody's parade here, but if this angel may not be too good for us, why are we trying to bring him back here? I just shot a man.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Is the man alive?
It's just a flesh wound, but I mean,
He's actually bleeding out. He is. I'm gonna roll a con roll on him. Speaking of which,
Sister,
he's
I
not
have
doing
not
so
noticed
good.
the bleeding man at all.
He's
Ron
not in
is
this
not
room, so you don't. If that's totally fine.
Okay.
He's in another room.
Wait. I will quickly approach Conrad and whisper a prayer in something that sounds like Spanish because Spain doesn't exist here, and say, "You are forgiven. It's fine."
You can do a prayer in Spanish if you want to.
I don't know them in Spanish.
Oh, fair enough. But if do you want to go see to this injured man that he's talking about?
Sure. But Mr. Dowell, what were you going to ask?
can I speak to you two separately? Just very quickly, to step into this room, please.
Certainly.
So basically, Dowell, you can bring Rawlings and Sister Mercy into Dowell's bedroom so that Sister Mercy can treat a man while you talk to them privately. Sure.
Yes.
This means Siobhan's been left with Conrad.
Siobhan's been left with
Yes.
Conrad and Cravengate, and as they walk away,
Oh.
Cravengate still sort of, also Siobhan, I think you do notice like a little bit of blood somewhere on his head from where he impacted something.
Oh no.
He does sort of say very briefly. Actually, no. I'll roll for this. Let's see if he rolls high. Oof. He rolls very high. He kind of just turns to you for a moment and goes, I know that it's. I can't wait until we can actually spend the night together. Shouldn't be long. But I'll keep you company as long into the night as you want, Lorelei.
I don't think you're very well.
What?
Cravengate, you seem to have me confused with someone else.
I am-
My head is bleeding a bit.
Oh, I am so sorry.
I think maybe you should sit down and,
Miss Walsh, yes,
I'm going to
return to my room.
I think someone should take a look at that. You seem to have a bit of a head wound.
I'll go find Hoggins or Combs or Dowell or.
Are you
Walker.
sure? I'm a little concerned. I'm not
Oh, sure.
very skilled at medicine at all.
She kind of just sits down. There's a nun here, right? I dreamt of an angel. Lorelei.
Can I
like an angel?
try to check him and see
Sure.
if he's okay?
Do a first aid roll, I guess.
How do you do it if your score is 1? What happened?
Well, a first aid you'll be a little higher, I think. Everything, but
Yeah,
it
I
has
know.
been like a thing, but the medicine is much harder. Yeah.
Okay. 75. Can't do anything.
Oh, you're kind of
Can I
hurting
push
him.
it?
Sure, push it. Push a first aid roll. Not usually a good plan, but it's just Gravengate. Go for it.
Hey, 20.
Okay.
So that's under my 30.
So
Like nothing happens.
you push it and you kind of you can basically you think he is you think that he probably has a concussion, which in this day and age means he should just sleep it off. Get this man to sleep
yeah, sure,
as
totally.
soon as possible.
Sleep with a concussion. That always works out well.
Yeah. So you just think he should sleep and he'll probably be fine.
Okay.
And he will.
He just seems to be a little disoriented. Conrad, you're just in here witnessing this.
Seems like you two've developed some type of something past acquaintance.
No,
Perhaps?
no, not at all. No. Don't say anything of the sort. She wouldn't like it if she thought I was talking to another woman.
Oh, You're really departed?
Laura, I wouldn't like it if she thought I was.
Yeah, we best get you some rest. You don't
I
look
think-
good.
I'm going to
Yeah.
go to bed, yes. I'm so sorry, Miss Walsh. I'm so sorry for startling you. I'm glad you were able to defend yourself. And
It's fine. I'm sorry that I
I
threw you
dreamt,
across the room.
I dreamt of an angel. I'm just going to... He kind of walks out in the hallway, looking very sad and very intense, and then wanders away.
Oh no. I hope he's all right.
He'll be all right. I mean, I'm more worried about the guy I just shot over there.
Speaking
Yeah,
of...
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Siobhan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm sorry. Who did you shoot?
The footman, the butler. He was about to stab Dowell. We all had bad dreams. Bad night.
Well, you can't be held responsible for harming someone in a dream.
What'd you do?
Oh, I may have concussed Craven Gate.
Oh, that was your doing. Well, let me confide in you. I had a woman tried to make sexual advances at me, and she was quite strong, and there was a large man watching. It was unsettling. Ever happened to you?
I can't say that exact situation has ever happened to me.
It was weird. Don't mind me. Maybe we should go check on the others.
They have laws that allow you to shoot people in America, don't they?
I mean, if it's in self-defense, I mean, there's a lot of weirdos out there, and I mean, you'd agree with me, right?
I suppose. Maybe we should go check on the man that you shot, who apparently you should not have shot.
In the meantime,
I mean-
as you guys kind of consider going over there, Sister Mercy, go ahead and make a medicine roll on this guy.
Okay, what is it? Okay.
As soon as we get into the room, I'll slam the door behind us.
Yeah.
I'm rolling extremely low, which is great this time. It's an 8.
Okay, make sure you click that.
Extreme success.
You grab whatever stuff you need to grab on the way. You bandage him up, no problem. He's lost more blood as he was just lying on here, unconscious, but
The Lord will provide. Okay?
He'll be fine. In the meantime, Dowell, you may she can with an 8, she can have any conversation while she's gauze whatever, spits in it for luck, whatever they used to do back then. Dowell, it's you to discuss whatever.
I will slam the door behind us and I say immediately as she's dressed in the room, we need to talk about that doll.
What's up with the doll?
What about it?
Have you not noticed? There's something wrong with it.
Have I noticed?
saw the angel
that there's
flee,
something
didn't
wrong
you?
with it?
Now that you mention it, I did early this morning when Siobhan, we'll call her a bit out of sorts.
You could call it that, yes.
I believe the doll was talking to her.
Well, that's strange because the doll tried to drown me, or at least it had her do it. Anyways, you saw the angel flee, right?
Yes.
I could have sworn he did so after seeing the doll.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Rawlings, based on your role, that doesn't seem wrong. Something seemed to spook him, and that is where he was looking. Sister Mercy, in answer to your question, you did talk about the doll as potentially being something you'd heard of as a possible avatar of evil.
That's right. Sorry.
You don't know of
What
it
has
as any
happened?
you don't know of it as any kind of massive
I knew that she was connected to Dread. Is the
yes,
thing,
it is.
right?
It is a
Okay.
thing of dread. Yeah. But
Yes.
sorry, so Rawlings, I think you were about to say something. Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, that does not shock me. And also, based on everything I know and everything that I have learned today and in general, I have to say that if this doll is spooky or scary enough to cause an angel to flee, having this discussion in a separate room from the doll is not likely to protect us from the doll's wrath.
Well, I had to do something, all right?
Of
I don't
course,
know
of
how
course,
any of
yeah,
this
yeah,
works.
Yeah.
This doll is connected to Dread, so whatever is happening, the doll may be the source, or it may be connected to it. Either way, it is a cause for concern.
Does it have something to do with the black horse?
What?
The black horse. The one. Have you not seen the black horse? It was outside.
Do I know of it?
Have I seen the black horse?
Rawlings, you saw it tonight.
Yeah, yes, I've seen this horse. Yes.
Have I?
I don't
aware
think
of it?
you would have had occasion to. Go ahead and roll a Dread Mythos.
What?
I also have a question. Speaking of like the black horse and the doll, have I like in my readings on the history of Merkshire, do I know of anything like involving these before in stories or anything?
I will say, you've made a few rolls already tonight. None of those have sort of rung a bell. Certainly, there's many occult ideas of dark black horses, of evil horses, kelpies and the like. But nothing is, many stories, none of them that you're sure are elements of dread. I'll phrase it like that.
I got a 19. Do I have to lose a sanity point or a luck point to make it an 18?
Luck.
I would like to use a luck point and make that an 18.
Okay. What was the roll?
Regular success. I got a 19.
It was a what kind of roll? I'm.
Oh, sorry. As to whether or not I saw the horse or know anything about the horse.
Understood.
It was a Dread Mythos
It was a
roll.
Dread Mythos roll. Regular success. Nothing specific about horses. I mean, certainly many things that are occult evil might. Sometimes things are just occult. Some things are occult plus evil, and the horse, maybe, but nothing concrete.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas the doll, you feel like you saw some more concrete mention at some point, because I think you had rolled a very high success on that last session.
Yes.
So.
That doll has some sort of hold on Miss Walsh.
Yes, that much is clear.
That is something that can happen with things.
You should
that-
all forcibly try to take it away from her. Nothing could possibly go wrong there.
Yeah, any one of you. She's just like a little Irish lady. Any one of you could take that from her, no problem. In a fisticuff scenario, you're all fine.
Here is a question, Mr. Dowell. How much of a threat do you think this doll is?
Well, she did try to kill me.
Literally, not in
Literally.
a dream.
No, literally. You remember when I came back soaking wet?
Okay,
From the
yes, I'm just making sure
Yes, that was a literal drowning, not a dream drowning.
At this point, Siobhan and Conrad, it sounds like you guys were going to come look for them, so you are now at the door to Rawlings' room. It is closed.
Is there anything we can do to, like the haunting you were talking about? You could lift the haunting. Is there something you could do to the doll?
Dowell, you hear footsteps come to that door because you have an obscene listener.
Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind.
There is perhaps something I can do.
Wait, they're coming.
Hey, y'all okay in there?
Yes, we are fine. You are forgiven. The person that you shot is fine.
Yes, Huggins is miraculously not dead. It's wonderful.
Good old Huggins. Can I see him?
Certainly.
Yes, come on in. Yes, of course.
Open the door. You're all gathered now in Rawlings' room. Or in Conrad's room. You were in Rawlings' room where the windows open and you saw an angel. Now you're across the hall in Conrad's room. Yeah, cool. So.
Not just
No
that
one-
room.
No one's
Nostalgia.
dead now.
Sorry?
Everyone's fine. No one's.
Everyone is
No.
fine. No one has
Well,
died.
this is quite
We're
all
not
right.
worried. And I will go up and pat her cheek and it is fine.
Wait,
Shit.
does Siobhan know where Sarah is currently?
Sarah is in the room next to yours. You actually wouldn't know that because you flipped out before all that happened. Oh, that's so fucking cool. You don't know where
Oh,
Sarah
no.
is. You don't know where Sarah is.
Okay. So I've just realized that Sarah's not here. Is she all right?
Who is Sarah?
The
You
girl you
treated.
discussed earlier.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I'm sorry. I did not know.
Sarah was Miss. She was stricken grievously with madness and injured quite mightily, but she is alive and will pull through.
You can
I
absolutely
guess I
check on
could.
her if you want to, Siobhan.
Siobhan was there
Yeah,
when
no,
that
I would
happened, right?
definitely want to check on her, but I don't want to go by myself.
Siobhan was there when that
Left
happened,
in this
right?
room.
She pinned her down.
She
think she
did,
ran.
and then she left, so she didn't see the second head wound.
Right.
Because Lauren rolled a fumble at the end of that game and got a head wound. Then at the beginning, of
Yeah.
first thing, rolled another fumble, another head wound.
Yep. It was great.
So, Siobhan would like to
Like
go.
a Google
Does anyone here have like an 80 or higher spot hidden? Any of you that
No.
high? Okay, cool, perfect. So, yeah, Siobhan, you can if you
I'll grab a candle, a light, and lead her that way.
if you guys go to Sarah's room.
Wait. No, go ahead.
I think stay Sister Mercy because Sarah's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As you all go over to Sarah's room, you open the door, a light shining in. She seems to be sleeping rather peacefully. Are you just looking from the door, or are you like going in?
I say, I'm just saying that there you go. She's currently resting, and Sister Mercy helps here mend her up, and she should be, a week or two's time, in a fortnight's time, shall be good as right as rain.
Can I just like very softly and gently attempt to approach her just to like get close and
Absolutely,
check on
sure.
her?
You just want to look at her?
Yeah.
Make a spot hidden roll then.
Oh no.
I just need to make sure she's all right.
I must caution you not to move her. She has.
Okay, 36.
Is that a regular?
Yeah, regular success.
Regular success. Her-
Sorry, I should actually explain what it is when I roll these things.
Yeah, it's like it's in D&D. Like it's like the number always means the thing. For this game, the number can be. Yeah, exactly. You look at her. She is lying, kind of like on kind of like half on her side, half on her back, sort of in a position of repose. It seems like she'd sort of twisted a bit in the night. Her chest is rising and falling in a very even rhythm. It seems like her heart is beating well. You do notice some blood on her face, around her mouth. There's other blood like on bandages, so that may have just been blood. That isn't necessarily cause for concern, but you do see a bit of blood on her face.
Oh, can I do I have something on me that I could use to like try to just wipe it off?
Sure. You can pull out a handkerchief and
Okay,
wipe
yeah.
her face off.
I assumed I would have one, and I'm just gonna
Um,
wipe the blood off her face.
Wonderful. Easily done. Sarah smiles as you do this.
Okay. And then I'll quietly leave.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Wait. Just clicked the wrong fucking thing. Hold on. Here we go. So anyway, Siobhan wipes blood off her face. Oh, poor Sarah.
Stop.
She seems to be perfectly fine.
But.
If only you'd looked at her teeth. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
That would be too crazy. So.
But now I have a handkerchief with her blood
And
on
a
it.
quill back from the dead.
Well, you have a handkerchief with blood on it. So, in any event, as you sort of step out, yeah, no one would have noticed. So Siobhan is just there in the hall. She has a handkerchief, having wiped some blood off of Sarah's face. You're all there. The rains are still steady but letting up. The excitement of the evening probably means it will be hard for you to fall back to sleep. Nevertheless, there is also an exhaustion that kind of falls on everyone. If you wish to sort of part company and go back to your rooms, you may do so. If you'd rather take certain matters immediately here in the dark of night, you can do that as well. But either way, with Sarah sleeping softly, Hoggins patched up, Craven Gate snoozing off that concussion,
Nothing bad could happen there.
Sarah standing there with nothing in her hands.
You mean Siobhan?
Siobhan, sorry. Siobhan standing there with nothing in her hands.
Nothing.
but a handkerchief with blood. Nothing in her hands but a handkerchief with blood. That's where we'll
Wait,
end
what?
tonight's session.
Uh,
Doll's not always there.
How
Doll goes other
anxiety
places.
provoking.
You guys don't always notice it. Doll's got stuff to do. Maisie's busy, y'all. You don't understand what a dreadstorm with Maisie around means. Oh, man. Maisie just wants Siobhan to have so many tea parties. They're so fun for Maisie. Maisie likes them so much.
What a night.
Man.
oh no.
Well,
I'm so happy I rolled that 13 at the beginning.
I will say this about that 13. When there's a dreadstorm, I really do like it to be the first thing that, you know, it's like start us with a dreadstorm and then that's just what we'll be doing, obviously.
Yeah, that's the session right there.
That's the session, as opposed to it comes halfway through and it's like, uh-oh, this one's going to be long. Well, thank you all so much for playing. To our wonderful players, that was delightful. Appreciate all of you guys doing that. I hope no one's dreams were too much. I say that mainly to Liv, but they were all intense in different ways.
Yeah, no. Well, and the only thing with my dream, at first I was like, wait, do I know it's a dream? Should I be acting like it's normal? Like, because in a dream, when something like that happens, it's totally normal. You don't question it. But then I was like, but maybe I do question it.
Oh, it was
I was confused.
I was just so sad when you were like, we're not going to talk about that now. I was like, oh
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
that was so rough.
Ooh. And then Sarah just got to watch Oksana do her thing. It was great. So, if you like what we do here, yeah, please follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't know, Zane, were you watching for?
Oh, absolutely. Like, it was on fire this evening. There were so many community sub gifts.
Oh,
like,
oh.
It was wild.
Yeah. Well, read those out. I think I can check the. Let me check the totals now.
There were
ZM345
so-
gave out 13 community sub gifts tonight.
Oh,
An anonymous
Oh my
gifter
gosh.
gave out 20
What?
community
Wait,
sub gifts
what?
tonight.
Yeah.
20.
Thank you guys so much.
I
Oh my
brought up to
god.
33 tonight.
Yeah,
33
CM
things tonight.
ZM345 also gifted another 1 month tier sub.
Wow.
Minnesota Twins gave out another community sub gift.
Oh,
Kalakaverse subscribed tonight with Prime. Musi subscribed for a month at tier 1.
I'm gonna try to do this. Just, I'll
It's
just.
still going. It's still going. And then Kim's Craft gave out 5 community sub gifts.
Well, okay, I'm gonna put this on. I'm trying to hide other things, not that really it matters at all. But I'm just gonna try to raise this on. That's I don't know if. Oh wait, no.
Prof Colby just subscribed to your
Just
one. Thank you so
subscribed.
much.
That is well, okay. We have 109 subscribers.
Hell yeah.
Yo!
Woo!
TikTok dance
Guys,
time.
so much. We're
That's-
gonna do a
that's
TikTok
TikTok
dance that
dance.
Philip has to do.
There's a TikTok
Don't
dance.
mess
Oh,
up.
I'm so excited for that.
I think everyone has to do the TikTok dance.
I did not
Oh,
sign up for that.
absolutely.
I mean,
No, you know.
I'm not
I'll
here
do
to
it.
force anyone, but everyone's got to do it.
I'm not
it's-
forcing you, but I'm forcing you.
I've been watching. I mean, I've been watching a lot of a lot of classic dance stuff. I think what it is it's a waltz with this extra stutter step where you do like a full kind of like contemporary or like modern.
I'll figure it out.
It's
for
gonna
you.
be very well. I mean,
I was a ballroom dancer. It's fine.
you're doing it. Okay, great, cool. I don't know. I just want plie into elegante
Yes.
from beat 6 to 7. If you can just do a
That-
plie
those
into
are not
elegante.
Things that go
Perfect.
together.
It's plie,
We're going to
plie,
dance.
elegante.
Sure are words.
I don't know shit about dance. That sounds.
I
Wait.
will not do those things, but I will do something on a pole.
You can't plie into an elegante?
No.
No, you can, but you can't go from an elegante into like a B6. That's
What the fuck does it mean?
I just feel the
There's
need to
a lot of
notify
words
everyone that on my
in it.
TikTok live, someone named Stone Man just entered the chat.
Oh, that is scary.
Oh yeah.
Is he saying nothing but awesome stuff?
He just said his own name.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Stone Man.
thank you
man.
guys so much.
Well, thank
for
you so much. That's so
subscribing and
kind.
liking.
Wow, that's great.
We're here every Friday.
We are here every Friday. This
Some other
We
days,
do.
This game is here every Friday. If you like this horror stuff, this one's real. I have to also. I mean, thanks to you players. This horror game, I just love this so much. There's something about this game where just like.
Well, you get to torture us. That's
I mean, I
why
just
you
get
like
to
it.
torment people and just creepy nonsense. It's
I
so
love
exciting.
eating and
But
abetting
also-
with torment.
Oh,
I
that's great.
think the mechanic of the game, the fact that we all know, like, to expect to die, there's a certain amount of risk-taking that you're willing to do when you accept that as a premise and then don't get hung up on being precious about it, and it makes it so much more interesting and fun and engaging, and like it's just different.
Yeah, it's a very different feel. Yeah, so you're
It's a different feeling, and
you're
it's
attached
great.
to all the characters, not just the these main whatever. It's been so fun. So thank you so much for checking this out. Yeah, we're here on Fridays. If you like dragon based things, watch us on Sundays for Here Be Dragons. The players are dragons. In that game, they have trillions of hit points and high armor and breath weapons, so they will never die. And then on Mondays, we are probably coming to the end of Wellness Beyond the Witchlight. Probably have, honestly, that could end at any point. They're
me and Liv are in that.
It very well might be this next session. Honestly, you guys are pretty damn at the end there. They're about to fight.
It seems like we were.
The Jabberwock. Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The Jabberwocky is the poem, interestingly. The monster's the Jabberwock.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Let's see. So that's all that stuff. I think we'll probably have another stream sometime next week as well. Yes, Lauren.
And we'll be resuming after Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Really
Be
be
resuming
that.
Top Flight, which me and Dan
Yeah, Top Flight.
Oh, he's ready.
Top Flight will be coming back on Mondays. It's gonna be really fun. I'm really.
Actually, wait.
Oh, Zane was the one with the swords.
Oh wait, I am so sorry. I'll announce this right now. Top Flight is actually not coming back in January or February. I take that back. You should join us for the first issue of Temple Flight. In a couple of weeks. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Temple Flight #1 will be debuting in a few weeks on a Monday.
No.
So, yeah.
No.
because
check out
tell
Temple
them
Flight.
why it's Temple Flight.
Because at the end of the last one, because of just various comic book reasons, once they returned from the world of
Tatiana
darkness,
Temple.
Tatiana Temple, the arch nemesis, managed to somehow undo the world and put herself in as the top of the superhero team with various other superheroes. So now, like, basically, Lex Luthor is leading no longer the Justice League, but like the Lex League. So that's the equivalent of this. They've come back to the world, and it is now Temple Flight. So that's going to be super fun for that as well. So that's stuff. I think we'll have another stream on Tuesday or Wednesday next week as well. A fun announcement stream for some other stuff that's going on. And that is all I'll say about that stuff. Thank you so much for subscribing. Anybody want to plug anything? I think Jeremy often.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, just a quick reminder. If you do have Prime, you do have a free subscription. You're welcome to subscribe to us or to another channel that you love, but you can always follow us for updates.
Use that Bezos money.
Yeah, definitely. Those prime subs, it's always
Prime
welcome
dollars.
to come in. That's great. Yes, thank you.
A friend of mine and I went out to the desert last week to shoot like the cold open to a fake fan-made Star Trek TNG intro episode. So if you go to my TikTok,
That's really funny.
you can see that. We went to Trona Pinnacles, which is where they did that desert mountain scene from the end of Star Trek V in the original movie series.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I Star Trek V is weird, but I like it anyway.
weird but fun. I mean, it's
Also,
not, I think,
oh man,
yeah,
I also
it's
like.
good.
That reminds me, follow our TikTok, Long Lost Lore on TikTok.
But yeah,
We're
check
trying
out
to
Dan.
get to 1,000, so we can also stream this on there. So
I might even try to watch this thing on TikTok that you're describing, Dan. I have to go to TikTok.
I can text you.
have access to
I'll
our
post a
TikTok.
YouTube link in the Discord as well. If you want to be in our Discord, I'm going to put this in the chat right now.
Put that to Discord. If there's
Yes,
any
I'll
way,
put it-
even though I have to do a TikTok dance, anything people can do to make me not have to go on TikTok, it is.
Yeah, I'll put a YouTube link in the Discord.
appreciated. Very cool. Anybody else?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jeremy. I sometimes am on this stream and sometimes on other ones. I do a webcomic called Travelers of Talaria. It's a high fantasy story. It's been going on for a little while. I do it on and off. It's on Webtoon. I'll send a link in the chat if you want to check it out. If you like fantasy, found family kind of stories.
And it's a cool format because you can. It's just like, wait. Do you want people to read it like that, or do you want people to read it like that?
Yeah, you read it like this.
It's cool because it goes on forever. You just keep scrolling, and it's like the panels are just like. It's cool.
But yeah, I'll leave that in the thing. But yeah, if you check that out, it'd be super appreciative. It's all free read, so.
Very fun stuff. Anybody else have anything to plug or say or cajole? I'll just stay safe and don't get COVID, because it's really bad for people who get it. According to everyone I know who's gotten it, it's terrible. Avoid it if you can.
Awful. Get your vaccine and your boosters.
I just put a YouTube link in the chat.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all those subs. That's wild. Also, thank you for donating subs. That's such a nice way to do things. That's highly appreciated. There will be a TikTok dance incoming. I guess we got to get on that now. But for now, I will say the Dread Clock stands at 2.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
And me.
Look,
it would have happened with you either way, yeah.
Yeah.
But
How we went this long without any, and then we got 3 13s in one night is wild.
no, we've gotten
During this
some,
game?
Yeah, it's been very infrequent, and
we've not had a 13 since we got to Mirkwood though.
no, you have.
Yeah,
No, you've had it. We've had a few.
2 of you got one on the same roll one time, which was really fun. We had 2 people.
I didn't think we ever got 13. I thought we had advanced the Dread Clock by buying points from it.
No. You did. That was
That
probably
also
the
happened.
bulk of it. But no, like there was a session a few back where 2 people rolled 13s on the same stealth
I must
roll.
have missed the session.
You might not have been. Yeah, maybe you weren't there.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think it was the when the judge was on the bench. 2 people literally rolled the same roll, rolled 13 on the same group check. It was amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a delight.
It was.
Well, I'm happy I
I've
got
forgotten.
My 13 was like an extreme success. That's what I'm happy about.
It is.
So-
It is. Well, what is nice about this is that since 13 is so low, typically if you roll a 13, it will be good for you, but also dread. Well, thank you guys so much. This is amazing. I'm so happy for just come back. This game's gonna get crazy. Until next time, have a dreadful night. Ooh. Good night, everybody.